You are thinking of getting a MacBook. You are thinking of getting a MacBook Pro or any type of MacBook or a laptop from Apple, and you want to know if you should get it or not. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. My name is defiantly and I'm here to tell you why you should definitely get a MacBook. Here we have my notes as to why you should get a MacBook. I got my MacBook in February 2021. Which is this. I got my MacBook in February of this year, the beginning of this year. My MacBook is the MacBook Pro 2020, yes, last year's one. 13-inch in the color space gray, and it also has the magical touch bar. Okay, there we go. See, you can see the touch bar over here. It's amazing, literally, but I think Apple has ditched the touch bar now. I'm very sad about it. I need to start a petition saying #save the touch bar because the touch bar is amazing. I think probably one of the best innovations that Apple ever had, but sadly they're removing it. I am going to tell you all the reasons as to why you should get a MacBook, but also a few cons about this MacBook that I found throughout my time of using it. It's been 9 months that I got this, so it's about time making this video, right? Okay, let's go with pro con. So that's like a bit of a difference, you know. Pro, because this is the MacBook Pro, you know. Point one, get the 13-inch. The 13-inch is literally amazing. I'm so glad I got the 13-inch. So I had the Asus something laptop before, which my brother is not using. It's amazing. The quality and everything's amazing. But it was too big. It was like 15 or 16 inches big, and I literally couldn't take it anywhere. But now, since I have her, I can take her anywhere I go because she's small, compact. I can literally take this to a cafe and just literally open it up and start working, and no one would even notice because it's small. Literally, I take this everywhere I go. Even if I just go into the food city or something, I take this because you never know how long my mom's taking. So I just pull out my laptop and start working. Something I learned from my mom is if you're going somewhere, take your laptop because you have no idea. That could be traffic. You could be stuck on the road for 5 hours and you're just going to spend it doing nothing. No, you weren't. So get the 13-inch or the 14-inch if you're looking for a 2021 MacBook because it's amazing. You can take it anywhere you go. You just slip it in your purse or something and you take it. That's simple. You can't do that with a 16-inch because not that many purses are that big, and you can't just take a 16-inch laptop in your hand to a cafe. So buy the 13 or 14-inch. Con: no Netflix app. Can we take a moment to identify everybody in the world who's suffering with just one Netflix account and has a MacBook so they can't download videos and watch it while the other person is watching Netflix? I'm sorry. I used to be this girl. I used to be that girl. Our family, we have like 4 people who use our Netflix account. My mom, my grandmother, my brother, and me. So 4 people who use our Netflix account. And we had one person Netflix account. It was just one device because apparently my mom thought we had to pay an extra $7 to upgrade it to 4 screens, which is probably our bad communication. So that's why we have a 4 people Netflix account up until like last week. So when I got my MacBook, I did not know this. I didn't know that you have to go through the browser to look at Netflix, and you can't exactly download the Netflix app because Apple doesn't allow a Netflix app on your MacBook. So if you want to download Netflix shows and keep it in your laptop and watch it regularly while your partner or your girlfriend or boyfriend or someone is using your Netflix account, honey, sorry to break it down to you, but you can't do that. So that's just a small con, but you don't have it anymore because we upgraded to 5 and more screens or something, and now everybody's just watching it and no one cares. So if that's something that's gonna impact you in your decision of buying a MacBook, I think you should think it through because you can't get the app on your laptop. Okay, 3, easy to navigate. Why? Because if you may have noticed in all the videos of people screen sharing, the cancel button is on your left because a lot of people in this planet are right-handed, and it's always easy for you to go to the opposite direction and click cancel. But in Windows laptops, you have to go to the same side as your hand is to click cancel, and that's literally mentally draining for me. Now that I use a MacBook, if I start using my brother's laptop just to like at least show him how to do something, it's freaking hard for me to go to the same side as my hand. It will be much more clearer when I start screen recording on this to show you guys what the hell I mean, because I'm pretty sure you're sitting there like, what did she say? The touch bar is amazing. I know I'm sad that it doesn't have the touch bar anymore, but if you're buying the MacBook Pro 2020, you will find the touch bar. So if you are going to buy that, definitely get the touch bar because it's je ne sais quoi. Please get the touch bar. And also the keyboard is great. It's like, I don't know, it's called butterfly keyboard or something. It lights up in the night. Sometimes it's okay. Keyboard navigation, easy to navigate. Everything is just right there. At first when I got my MacBook, I was like, what? It took me 1 week to figure out everything, but then now I'm like, yes baby. Now my brother's like, what? Every time he uses my MacBook. You get used to it, and when you get used to it, it's the best. Literally, trust me, you need to get a Mac. But which is a con, is you can't get anything, emphasis on anything and everything, you can't get anything for free. I know this world is not free, but if you have a Windows laptop, it's easy for you to hack into certain things and get certain apps, right? Certain games, you can't get them on your MacBook. If you're a gamer, I'm sorry, I don't think a MacBook will be your best choice if you're a gamer. Not a lot of games are available on your MacBook. And also, if you love to use all those free versions of apps, the crack version, I would say, I think it's called the crack version, where you just hack into it and get the app. The MacBook does not support crack versions of apps. So if you're a person who's a gamer or who likes to use all the apps that is not allowed on your MacBook, then honey, I don't think the MacBook is for you. You better watch another video about best laptops for gamers and people who love these types of software. That's one downside of having a MacBook. My brother and a few other friends I know would never buy a MacBook because of that, because they love the crack version. They also love having all these games on their laptop. But if you have an iPad, if you're getting an iPad or something, those games are available on your iPad. I don't know why though. Shouldn't you just give it to your laptop as well? Like, I don't know. Apple is confusing here. 5. If you're an editor or a video person or person who loves to take videos and edit things, the MacBook is for you because you get iMovie. iMovie is literally free for any MacBook. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. If you're an editor or a person who loves to take videos and edit things, the MacBook is for you because you get iMovie. You don't have to pay anything to use iMovie. It's completely free and it edits amazingly well for beginners. I upgraded to Final Cut Pro recently because of a certain thing that happened in my movie. I don't have to talk about it. iMovie and I broke up for a while. Yeah, the thing is, if you want to edit videos, definitely get the MacBook because honey, you cannot get much better than the iMovie, okay? And then Final Cut Pro is only available for Mac users, so definitely worth it. And then the 6th and final con I have is it doesn't have Bluetooth. So if you live in a house with Android and Windows users, you're gonna be crushed and buried in the depths of the ocean because they're gonna make fun of you because you cannot send anything to them through like Bluetooth. Apple only supports AirDrop and I love AirDrop because I can just AirDrop all the things from my phone to my laptop to my iPad. It's amazing. But you cannot send downloaded PDFs and books, films and all of that to your friends or your brother who also has an Android laptop, which is annoying sometimes. But that's one con. If it's a big con for you, I think you should reconsider buying the MacBook because you don't have the Bluetooth option to send people big files, because sometimes even email doesn't support big files, so it might be an issue. So think about it. Okay, I was writing this list yesterday in the night and I actually went out of ideas because there's nothing wrong with the MacBook per se, right? The only thing that's bad or like a con I find in the MacBook is the fact that you can't download games in it and you can't download any cracked apps in it, and also the Bluetooth option. Other than that, the MacBook is the best invention in the world, I would say. It's literally amazing. The compact version, the small version, the big version, any version, MacBook Pro. Some people I know, like some video creators who are like really big YouTubers who use 2017 version of the MacBook and they still work perfectly fine. So that's the good thing about a MacBook. It has good market. If you want to sell it after a few years, people will definitely buy it because the quality is really good and all of that jazz, and also it works for years and years and years. So I bought this year, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using it for like the next 5 years of my life. And same goes for like the phone and iPad, because you can use your phone for literally 6 years until the iOS update kicks you out, but if not, you could have used it for more than 6 years. Apple products are amazing like that. Technically speaking, the pros, I have a lot of pros. Like anything that's not a con is a pro, right? That makes no sense at all. I know like those are like my noteworthy pros, like the fact that it's small, it can be taken anywhere you want, and it's easy to navigate, and also has free editing softwares. Those are like the 3 most amazing pros in the MacBook. If you want to buy a MacBook or iMac, I don't know, those are the 3 notable ones. And those other 3, no softwares, no games, no Bluetooth, no Netflix, those are the major cons I found in my laptop. Other than that, literally there's no con for me. I love the MacBook, so if you're thinking of getting a MacBook, definitely get one. If you love the touch bar, you can get the MacBook Pro 2020, the one with the touch bar, but you don't want the touch bar, any other laptop would do as well. So I hope you like this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.